But if someone shoots your decoy, you get like a little notification with like a running man and some stripes behind him. They are allowed to say, you're allowed to see where they're at. And if there's a caustic with his gas, you can throw your decoys in their fence, in anyone's gas or fence or whatever, except for your teammates. It won't count as your teammates. It has to be the enemies, and you will see where they are at. And you will be reassured when you see that they're not near you, or if they are near you, you'll know.
No bamboozle.
Now, his ultimate's really confusing, really good. It's just one of the best in my opinion. He is allowed to go invisible for about 4 or 5 seconds. So he can make multiple copies of himself. He can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of himself and go invisible. The only downside is you can see and hear the footsteps of the mirrors that has gone invisible. Also, another thing of his passive is that he is allowed to make a decoy once he's downed. He makes one single final decoy as he's downed. Moving on to Octane. Octane's real name is Octavius Silva. Octavius Silva is one of the fastest people in the game. Although, he can't take Pathfinder's spot. Oh no. Pathfinder is the fastest person in Apex Legends. He's not even a person, he's a robot with a grapple built into him. And zipline cables built into him. He's a mobile command unit. But this is about Octavius Silva. Octavius Silva is allowed to his passive. Let's say if I stab myself here. You see how I took damage in the bottom left? If Octavius does not take damage for the time being, he will regenerate his health. And it does not have a limit. It will go all the way. Does not have a, as he's healing, his tactical allows him to go faster. It's called the stim. As you see, I am going faster, but it's only for a short duration. It only takes 1 second to recharge, although it does suck because some people use this stim way too much, and then they have like a quarter of their health once they get to once they start from Skull Town and they get to market. They have they're one shot because they didn't pay attention to their health. Although this stim does take all of your health, well, not all of it, but almost some of it. It will not kill you, no matter how many times you stab yourself. It won't kill you at all. His ultimate is called the jump pad. The jump pad is assisted by how Octane can move around. You can throw a jump pad. You can hit the jump pad. And you'll be pretty much fine. As you're about to see, this thing will not kill me. It won't. And as soon as you hit that jump pad, if you jump, you'll go insanely high. Insanely. Moving on to Watson. Watson is one of the characters that can put fences down and just destroy people. don't know why it's not working on this dumb version. Watson is able to put up to about 8 different sectors of fencing. So you can put 8 nodes down. Not at once. You can only put 4 down at one time. In which you can make like insanely long fences. Her ultimate allows you to block any Gibraltar or grenades or anything.
Just now. No more storms.
So if you throw anything, it's gonna block it, it's gonna stop it. Except for that one. It'll stop. It'll destroy your own, it'll destroy your teammates, it'll destroy the enemies. It's the only downside, it'll destroy your teammates, everything. Just don't throw any grenades around it. And that's all for Watson. She can heal shields, so if I go on and proceed to break my shield here and run over here, as you see in the bottom left corner, my shield is slowly regenerating. And this is also a stat tracker as well. There's no real way to speed this up. You just have to deal with it. It's really good for endgame camping when you have a house and people are being forced to push you. But yeah, insanely long fences. And that's it. Crypto. Crypto is one of the best characters for scouting. Crypto has a drone.
Getting my eyes in the sky.
He can mark people, he can go around for insane heights, he can see how many enemies are in range of the drone. This is what Crypto's drone looks like, except it will be orange instead of green if it's an enemy's. This is what it looks like when you're recalling it. It kind of looks like it just splits in two. Crypto's ultimate, however, is actually really powerful. Oh, something I forgot about Watson. If you stand next to it, anything that you will, like, heal yourself or anything, will be able to stop. Like, Crypto's drone is an EMP, in which forces people's shields to then drop 2 cells. 2 cells. So if they have gray body armor, gone. If they have blue, you have 1 cell left. If you have purple, you have 2, and if you have legendary, it's still 2. Moving on, Revenant. Revenant is one of the newest characters. Revenant is the newest character, I'm sorry. He has a passive ability in which makes him able to climb higher walls than any other legend, and he can climb them faster. He is allowed to climb this in about 2 seconds. 1 second, maybe. He can climb this one, no problem. A normal legend wouldn't be able to do that one. See, I'll climb this one again.
Need more kills. What's over here?
And now if I switch to, say, Wraith,
Now for the right choice.
I wouldn't be able to climb it. It's impossible. If I switch back to Revenant,
Can't I just die already?
back up. Revenant has a tactical ability called Silence. he is allowed to take off any enemy's abilities, well, not passives, but anyone's abilities. It also damages them for 10. And they are unable to use their abilities. Revenant has an ultimate called Death Totem. You are assured that once you hit 1% on your Death Totem, that you will come back right where you stand, right where you entered. That is where you will spawn. See, it only attacks his health. And he will respawn right back at the Death Totem. That is it for every legend. Thank you for watching. But I have one more tip. The advanced tip I have not mentioned yet. Thank you for waiting till the end of the video. The one tip when you're going up these hills, there's a way you can go faster and even dodge bullets that people usually aren't used to. So, what you want to do is you want to come back down here to the end of the hill here, like right here. You want to run and spam your jump button. And just move everywhere and practice this. You go back down. Just spam your jump button. Just do this about 4 or 5 times a day, 6 maybe. Once you wake up, try everything I've said here. Try everything. Try each weapon, test all of their recoil. Take the time. Actually take the time. Do not pick up, like, say I grab the R99 and then I grab the legendary barrel, purple, extended. Everything that's the top tier I grab, even maybe a few arc stars. Grab all the ammo, and I just come over here and I just maybe just like walk up and stick him with an arc star. If I just come over here and not stick him with the arc star, just come over here. Right, you see what I mean? Because you're just sitting there. You have everything. That's the best item. That's pretty much what you're going to be doing. This is the recoil. Like, yeah, it's really good recoil, but you're not always going to have the best item. So you got to really test everything. Like, maybe scratch that. Don't get rid of these. Get all of them. Get rid of all of them. Maybe just try something like that, and maybe this. Maybe you don't even have a barrel stabilizer. Like, you just never know what you're gonna get. Try every weapon. Yes, yes, even the most. Even the P20 that nobody loves, nobody wants, nobody likes. But someday you're only gonna have a fucking P20, and then you're gonna blame the game You're gonna get mad at yourself because you're gonna get mad at the game because you didn't know how to use a P20. Now the P20 with hammer points is actually really good because it does 13 damage each. Oh, this increases unshielded damage. That does 35 damage. 35 compared to 13. That's a big difference. Another one of Revenant's abilities is that he's allowed to crouch walk the fastest out of any character, which makes him the best for healing while trying to get away. Try all these, keep them in mind, try using them in fights. Don't just leave the game, get mad at yourself, get mad at the game. Don't blame the game, blame yourself. You record yourself, try and improve, see what you see that you're doing wrong, and then improve upon that. Like, maybe your positioning was wrong, so you gotta work on that more than your aim, or maybe your aim is wrong, so you have to work on your positioning, or if your positioning and aim was wrong, maybe you have to split your time between both of those to work on either one. Find out which one's more important to you and work at it. But that's all for me, so yeah, thanks for listening to my ramble. Peace.
This is where it ends.